back everyone for some more of my Preussen Münster career mode here on FC24. And this will be the last episode before the January transfer window. And my plans for this episode is I'm going to play this away game against Hamburg at the Volkspark Stadium. And then I'm planning on simming all these games in December, and then I'll stop on Christmas Day, and we'll be doing our mid-season stuff like stats and how the league is looking and how the other divisions in Germany are doing. But before we do that, hope you guys have an awesome day today. Hope you guys doing well. We are going to go ahead. Let me see. Okay, we already got 5 matches without defeat, so we already completed that. And we've already reached the quarterfinals of DFB Pokal since we've already done that. Got 22 players eligible for that for next year. But we are going to go ahead. Just give me 1 second here. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and play these 2 games. Actually, I'm going to play this with my second team against Leipzig. And then my first team, second team, and then... Because, as you can see on the table, we are currently in the second position. I still think we're overachieving here, as we are 8 points behind Mönchengladbach, who are running away for this title. We're tied with Bayern Munich, and then we're 1 ahead of Hoffenheim, and 3 against the three more than the champions in real life in Leverkusen. But we are going to go ahead. We're going to look at the pre-match report. They have a 4-3-3 holding formation. Joel Soro is actually a guy that I was thinking about signing instead of Alex Mighten, but Hamburg signed him instead. They got Benish and Ludovic Reis. Samasaku they got, that's a good signing. Ambrosius Hadzikadunic make up the center-back pair. And Opperman, I'm not sure if he's still playing for Hamburg, and I think he is, come to think of it. But we are going to go ahead. We're going to be playing in the snow, so that's going to be pretty cool. I do want my normal kits for this. And you see Hamburg's kits. I know I showed these last year. But we're ready to play the match. But yeah, I'm going to be putting most of my focus from here on out on the DFB Pokal. Though, if I do see that we're slipping to a point that I'm not particularly liking, then I will intervene. But I'm going to try not to if I don't have to, if I don't need to, just because, like I said, we are currently second in the Bundesliga. That's, in my opinion, we're not a Champions League caliber team yet. And I really don't want us to overachieve here in our opening season here in the Bundesliga. That's why I want to sim all the games in December. It's still amazing that Hamburg is going to be... they look most likely. I mean, the highest I can see them finishing from here on out is the 3rd position, but I don't see them beating the 3rd worst team in the Bundesliga. I really don't. So it looks very likely that they'll be spending yet another season in the 2nd division when everybody thought they would be bouncing straight back up after their first ever relegation. There we go! Ooh! As Koningsdorfer scores against his old team. And Farai is playing against his former team too. Yeah, I very nearly signed Joel Soro, their right winger, but I decided to go with Mighten instead, and that turned out to be a pretty good decision on my part, because Mighten has been developing quite well with us here in the little bit that he's been... Ah, oh, come on! My guys fall down way too easily. There we go! Aw, you really should have made that 2-0, Koningsdorfer. You really should have. How about you use your actual foot this time, next time? There we go, De Vries. After an assist from Farai from the looks of it. Of course, De Vries is celebrating in front of the Hamburg faithful. Come on, get in front! There we go! Could have been a hat-trick for Koningsdorfer, but he does get a brace here. And I'm going to go ahead and sim to the end. As we finish 4-1, Farai scores against his old team, and Donka gets a, or Dompe, I should say, gets a consolation for them. But now we're going to get into the boring part of this video, unfortunately, because like I said, I do believe we're overachieving this season. Okay, let's look at the squad report real quick to see if there's anybody... Oh. Been neglecting his training. Okay, is there anybody else that's balanced? There shouldn't be. Okay, and that puts us only 5 points behind Mönchengladbach, though. That will probably change it. It looks like we got somebody that's nominated for Player of the Month. And that particular player is Bukhari, so... hopefully he'll get a chance to get and win Player of the Month, but we are going to go ahead and sim. Don't forget, we are not going to be getting any more Youth Academy reports since I canceled those towards the end of the last episode, because our Youth Academy is full and my squad isn't... I mean, my squad's close to being at max capacity, but let's see... They didn't announce player that... Okay, Nakamura won. Of course, he plays for Mönchengladbach. Mönchengladbach's been on a bit of a tear lately. But we are going to go ahead and save. But yeah, I kind of want us to simmer down a little bit in the Bundesliga because I'm really... I mean, every qualify the Champions League and try to get and compete in that next year, I think we're going to go ahead and get destroyed. So I am going to go ahead. Oh, they got Hakim Ziyech in the team. They got Koundé. I do apologize if you hear that in the background. Okay, let's look at Leipzig's kits here real quick. We still got to look at Leverkusen's and Augsburg's kits whenever we get a chance. Say what you will about Leipzig, they do have awesome kits. But we're going to go ahead, we're going to quick sim this, which is good because we're playing in the rain. You guys know how much I hate that. And we suffer a 2-1 loss. Besnard gets the goal for us as Golovin and Andre Silva score for them. Okay, let's see. Kosanu's up to an 80. Zimmerman's up to a 73, though he did get a red card. Che's up to a 78. De Vries is up to a 76. I'll look at development plans once we do... Why is it time? I didn't edit anything. I guess, but I didn't edit anything. But we are going to go ahead. Player suspended. Tell him I want more from him. You know, I think I'm going to go ahead and sim these next 2 games. I changed my mind. I'm going to sim the next 2 games with my strongest starting lineup, and then we're going to sim the final game with our second team. But we are up against Union Berlin. Okay, we're tied with Leverkusen and Bayern Munich on 26 points. Though we do have the goal differential on our side. Yet though, that could change after this match. I don't know. Okay, let's look at... I know Union Berlin's kits aren't as good as what they were last year. They seem kind of... And this shirt sponsor is Paramount. I kind of like those alternate kits. But Union Berlin kind of having a disastrous season in real life. They're just trying to even survive in the division. As we suffer another 2-1 loss. Leveling and Hollaback score for them, but Bukhari scores for us. So we're on a bit of a losing streak here. To be honest with you, I thought we'd get... I didn't think we would necessarily win, but I didn't think we would lose either. So that's a little bit of a disappointment, if you ask me. Okay, Ibrisic, I gotta be honest with you. I think not damage my career. I want to get away and make a fresh start somewhere else. Please let me leave so I can get chances to play. I'm going to tell him to learn from it. So, Ibrisic wants a transfer. So, he must have put in a transfer request. That was sudden. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to sim this. It looks like we might have to get ourselves a new backup goalkeeper then, because Ibrisic is clearly not happy. Okay, transfer offer for Ibrisic. So it looks like we're going to be... So it looks like our hands are tied. We are going to be going in for a new backup goalkeeper next season. Oh, on January transfer window. Between 5.2. Wolfsburg, I'm just going to go ahead and... If he's that unhappy here, then... I don't know what to tell him. As Van Dyven's now up to 78, we are going to go ahead and save. But yeah, I kind of got blindsided. That kind of came out of nowhere. As we are still in the 3rd position despite that loss. You see Cologne or Cone, however, which I usually say Cologne because for whatever reason it's difficult for me to pronounce the German version of their name. So very ho-hum kits from Cologne. Normally they have pretty decent kits. But we are going to go ahead. We're going to quick sim this. Please do something in sim games, guys. And we get another 2-1 loss. Come on, guys. I mean, I didn't want to switch up, but now we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot here. Okay, you're still... I rely on you. You will be getting, because I don't know why we're not winning sim games. And I really... I don't know. I don't know. And then we're up against Freiburg. They're not exactly an easy task, but I have to start playing my second team. As Ibrisic has been sold, so he'll be leaving at the beginning of the transfer window. So we're going to be going in for a new backup goalkeeper. Wait, what? What? Oh. But we're gonna go. I swear to God, if this is another 2-1 loss. So we got 3 straight 2-1 losses against, well, not necessarily Leipzig and even so much Union Berlin, but I was expecting us to beat Cologne. I really was. And those 3 straight losses, we were in the 2nd position. Now we're finding ourselves in the 6th position. I mean, we're getting close to where I think we would finish, but still, I mean, we're kind of like dragging it here in the league. This will probably be another loss too, so I'm just preparing myself. Gonna quick sim this. And we lose 4-0. So we lost every single game in December. God, this team is terrible in sim matches. And I'm sure you guys are probably, well, Teddy, you're not using a right formation or whatnot, but, I mean, wow, where does that put us in the league now? Okay, we are still in the 6th position, but I'm not liking the fact we're dropping so many games. We are in the midst of a 4-game losing streak here in the league, as we find ourselves in a Conference League position. Mönchengladbach, 8-point lead over Leipzig and Bayern Munich, who are tied with 29. Leverkusen and Wolfsburg tied with 27. We are tied with Hoffenheim. Bro, we do have the 1 goal differential there, so... Borussia Dortmund in mid-table. Relegated, well, teams in relegation trouble are Cologne, Hamburg, and Werder Bremen. No surprise there. DFB Pokal. We are up against Eintracht Frankfurt, which Hamburg's in the quarterfinals too. That's pretty cool. You can see round 1, which we did not take part in. Round 2, we beat St. Pauli 4-1. Round 3, we ended up beating Borussia Dortmund 6-0. Okay, I don't really care about all the other ones at the moment. We'll do that at the end of the season. But yeah, we're still in a pretty respectable position, in a more real, well, not realistic, but a position where I was expecting us to be in to begin with, but doing so on a hill of 4 straight losses is unacceptable. I'm sorry. We pretty much already saw these at the beginning of the episode. Okay, let's look at other leagues. Let's see how the lower divisions are doing. Bundesliga 2, Schalke and Hanover are on top of that. Heidenheim in the 3rd position. Darmstadt very much in the running for automatic promotion, or at least a promotion spot. Elversberg, Arminia Bielefeld, and Sandhausen in the bottom. And then the Dritte Liga, Jan Regensburg and Braunschweig are up there. Saarbrücken, which I did a career mode on in FIFA 21 on the relegation promotion playoff. And then Rot-Weiss Essen, Unterhaching, Lübeck, and Ulm are the ones that are in trouble. You can see Nakamura leading the way with 13 goals. Our leading goal scorer in this competition, Bakary and Van Dyven both have 6. Koningsdorfer has 5. Most assists, Farai is tied with 5 other players with 5. Including Bukari. Bukari's got 5 as well. Sanchez with 4. Okay, clean sheets. I don't even know why I'm looking. Well, Casteels has 1 clean sheet out of 10 matches. That's kind of woeful if you ask me. Casteels were the 1 clean sheet in the DFB Pokal. Most assists. Our top assister in this competition looks like Gallardo with 1. No, it's Bukari with 2. And then goal scorers, Batman's tied with 4 other players with 3. Van Dyven has 2. But you can look at the transfer hub here. Just a recap of all the players that I managed to sign. Pizzello, I did a thing with Franker. Charcot Moore, I did a swap deal with Amadi, plus 3.4. Kosanu was just a straight-up transfer. Casteels was just a straight-up transfer. And Mighton was a free agent signing. I might have to look to bring in either... I have Iturbe, who just recently, I think, got sold to Almeria. I don't know, but I'll be getting one of these two guys as a backup. And then transfer history. Ivicic is on his way out for 8 million. Malagone got sold to Hertha for 5.5. Of course, Casteels we brought in. Bunch of fridge players I got rid of either on permanence or on loan. If there's anybody in particular you want to look at, you can just go ahead and pause the video. Got a lot of stuff done in the opening transfer window. Take a look at our youth academy. Got some promising talent here. Got a few Americans, I got a few Austrians, and I got a few Slovenians. Which I think Oman, I'm going to go ahead and... He's 65 rated. I'm going to go ahead and promote him to the senior team. Usually don't have this many strikers on my team. Or in my youth academy, I should say. If there's anybody in particular you want to look at, you can just go ahead and pause the video. Good physicality from Patrick Wilson. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and put him on that. Actually, you know what? I'll put him on that one instead. 2 weeks for Morris. Okay, I'll just keep Meyer on that one. Okay, looks like Oman. I'll just keep him an advanced playmaker. Put him a mobile striker. Target player, 9 weeks for him. And then 1 week as a poacher, so... But we're going to go ahead, go to Squad Hub. Leading goal scorer, Van Divenating 2 through 12. Not too bad. He's already grown by 3, which is pretty good. If there's anybody in particular you want to look at, you can go ahead and pause the video. You can see 7 and 7 and 11 from Bukhari, which is not too bad. Farai 4 and 5 from 14. Mine's already at a 73, so that's awesome to see. Yeah, I'll be looking at some of these guys' development plans as I show off their attributes. You know, I got some promising talent in my youth academy. They could very well even make an argument of being part of my backup team. Especially, like, you get Figueroa and Shevchuk that could be competing with Mighton in the future. got a couple good right backs, too. And these guys I promoted to my from my youth academy, I'm going to try to send them out on a short-term loan if I can. And Ivicic, those are his final stats because he will be leaving us in January. Ivicic, I'm not even going to bother. Those are his final attributes. Preisinger, I don't, because I plan on... He was amazing for us, but I think Lombardi and I think my other guy, Zimmerman, those two have been taking his place in corners, so I think I'm going to go ahead and move on from him, even though I got a bit of a soft spot for him in this team. I thank him for his service, but I think it is time to move on. 28 weeks on bad form, I'll take that. 28 weeks on bad form, I'll take that. Which, how could anybody be on okay form, especially since we're on a 4-game losing streak? That's what I want to know. There shouldn't be anybody that's on good form, or even okay form. One week on bad form, we'll go ahead and put that on him. 16 weeks on bad form, I'll take that. I think the only ones that should be in okay form right now are the ones that haven't been playing. Really should have high attacking work rate. Mighton has grown beautifully. Königsdorfer really, I think he's only grown by 1 this year, if at all. Okay, it looks like, wow. Okay, it looks like Batman's is going to stay at a 77. Of course, Van Dyven, he has a potential of like 82 or 83 or something like that. So I do expect him to continue growing. Has potential to be special. We're going to go ahead and add all the ones that I got in, which I'm going to put him on transfer list. All the guys I promoted to from the youth academy, I'm going to go ahead and put on loan list, and now I'm going to try to send them out on short-term loans. Okay, Papadopoulos, he is transfer listed, so I'm not too worried about that. Novak showing great potential. I'm going to go ahead and loan list him. I think that's it. But that is a look at our team going into the January transfer window. Like I said, I am looking for a new backup goalkeeper. We do have... How much money we have? We only have 9 million. I don't know how much we're going to be able to do on only 9 million, but I might have to go in the free agent market and see if I can get somebody that's at least half decent. Which kind of makes me regret selling Malagon, but I mean, I could actually get him back if I wanted to. Because he was, I believe he was at a 75, which isn't too terrible, so... At the very least, I might look to bring him back, but I don't know. But I only have 9 million to play with. But the next time I see you guys, I think I'm going to go ahead. Next time I see you guys, we'll be on this game at the 18th. I'm going to go ahead and play both these games against Hertha and Mönchengladbach. Sim this game against Bayern and then play this match against Eintracht Frankfurt on the road. And then possibly simming this game as well. So at the very least, we'll get from the Hertha game to the Frankfurt game in the last episode. But you guys will get to find out who my new backup goalkeeper will be. I really don't plan on bringing in anybody else besides a backup goalkeeper. I do want to get rid of a few of the fringe players that you saw me transfer list. But other than that, it should be a relatively quiet transfer window here. So, but like I said, next time I see you guys, we will be on January 18th, and we'll be taking on Hertha Berlin, and we'll be playing that game as well as the Mönchengladbach game to close out January. So hope you guys are looking forward to that. But thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I'll be seeing you guys again next time.